So, what's going on, Chris? What's the date? What's the mood? What's the weather? What's your horoscope?
It's bright, it's sunny, and I'm a Leo. So, I think that pretty much means that I will be hard-headed and stubborn about something.
That's like every day. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That's my horoscope.
Is that what Leo is?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hard-headed. Wow, they got you down. Either you read that at a younger age and decided to take on that persona, or that's just the... Wait, what's going on over there? Who's watching us? I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Well, here's the thing.
And it could be the wifey. Oh. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Here's the thing about horoscopes. I've read through the basic personality traits of all the different horoscopes, and what I found is that aside from maybe like Gemini and Pisces and one other one, like they all technically fit me except for like 3 of them. It's like 9 of them are very similar to me, but 3 of them aren't at all.
I see.
Which is pretty good odds. It's a 75% chance that I will have a personality that the horoscope says is my personality.
It probably is designed to be that way, because I could probably say I am stern and pig-headed, but I would do so in my own, I feel like I do it my own way. Like, right. Yeah, I'm that way inside my head. I don't tell other people about that. So it's just one of those things where it's kind of made to be readable by anybody and interpreted.
You're a librarian, right?
Yeah, no, I'm a Scorpio.
Oh.
A Scorpio.
Oh, bad.
Why?
Oh.
Now, the fact is I'm almost halfway done with my life, but go ahead and tell me how that's bad.
Well, it's bad for us, because Leos and Scorpios, I don't think, get along very well.
I could tell you that. That's been going on for years.
Well, no, the thing is, like, I'm not actually as hard-headed as everybody thinks I am, but I'm reasoning. Like, I don't... Have you ever watched House?
I've seen like 1 episode. And I know it's a good show. I enjoyed the show, and I really like Hugh Laurie, even in his Sherlock Holmes-ish persona. It's just I don't really watch television that much unless I've pre-recorded some British comedy.
Right.
Because 30 minutes at a time is about all I can handle, and whenever I do spend that 30 minutes, I don't have many of them, so when I do spend them, they're ones that I really want to watch. Like, I already kind of know and have this comfort zone in them. Like, I know I can get something out of this 30 minutes without having to, be disappointed later or something.
Right.
Because I think I would have been really mad at Lost if I'd invested that much time and then it turned out like it did.
It didn't turn out like it did. A lot of people misunderstand how that.
Well, whatever. Ended. Either way, a lot of people were disappointed, so I felt like that was a good call on my part.
All of those people misunderstand how the show ended, but that's okay.
How did the show end? What was it? Weren't they all dead or something?
No.
I thought that's what it was.
No, that's why everybody who thinks that was very disappointed with the ending of the show, but that's not how it ended.
Okay.
So,
it was that autistic kid, right? They were all just part of his daydream.
In the snow globe.
Right. Whatever.
He was an autistic kid looking into a snow globe in a William Riker holodeck scenario that happened to be Bob Newhart's dream.
Yeah, that's right. The Newhart show was supposed to be a dream too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. And then, of course, the whole season of Dallas where JR was shot, wasn't that supposed to be a dream?
Yeah. Actually, that's interesting that you bring that up, because I had not actually thought about that. I've discussed the whole Newhart thing with Adam a couple of times.
Right.
And he's sort of iffy about the ending of it. He's like, comedically, for a one-off, it's kind of funny, but, it sort of nullifies all of the characters in a way. And I get where he's coming from. It's like, it's almost better if you don't realize that that's how the show ended.
Right.
Because then it doesn't make it unofficial in terms of the canon of the story. But the thing is that Dallas is like fucking worse in that respect, because It's just sort of like, it's like, oh no, Patrick Duffy, you know, or Victoria Principal or somebody wakes up and it's all been a dream.
Right.
That JR was shot or whatever. That's worse. That's terrible. But anyway, so the thing about the house character that I think a lot of people misunderstand is that most people, when they relate to house, it's because there's this side of them that wants to be able to say whatever is on their mind and fuck what anybody else thinks. And so that's the part of House that they relate to. The part of House's personality that I relate to is that he wants to examine everything solely from statistics and logic and reason and so forth and so on. And because of that, he tends to be right a lot, even though he's wrong constantly, because whenever he's wrong, he just reassesses and keeps moving. And that's how I am. When I realize that I'm wrong about something, I reassess and keep moving. And so I've always joked that's why I'm always right, is because whenever I'm wrong, I just change my mind and now I'm right. You know, if you say, if I say, hey, I'm wearing a white shirt, and you go, well, Chris, actually that's a black shirt with some white on it, and I look and go, hey, this is a black shirt, I'm right now. See what I'm saying?
Right, because you're never wrong.
Well, I was wrong, but I'm right now.
No, what is it?
The person who is wrong is the person who goes, well, what I mean is that this is white, and so therefore it's a white shirt. Blah, 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 blah. That's the person who's wrong.
That's Lauren? What?
Don't talk about Miguel's daughter that way.
That's a whole nother 30-minute show right there.
But no, so the whole thing is that it's not that I'm hard-headed, it's that I always go from the perspective of, if I say something, either you have to show me that I am wrong, at which point I will say, you're right, and I will move on, or I'm going to stick by whatever it is that I said, because you haven't shown me why. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's a whole Leo thing.
Well, I think that's why people, when they think of me as a Leo, and you go, Leos are hard-headed, they go, that's you. That is so you.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you being a part of this show. And we've set for the 8-minute mark, and apparently we just made it. So.
And be sure not to step out of the house if you are holding hands with a Scorpio. Thank you. Good night.